What's your name and what'd you do?
Jason Leonard. I got this cool playmat playing
Thing is so hot.
the best deck of the format.
It's actually busted.
So, very standard bird ratios. 3 Warbler, 3 Barrel. You absolutely need this because with the 3 Sparrow and the 3 Wagtail, it just lets you play. So, 1 Swallow. Could play 2 of this, but you usually only need 1 because if you draw it, it doesn't really help you or really do anything. So. Then 3 of any bird. This is Rhoda on crack cocaine.
Yeah, it really is.
It does everything
with
you
an
need
extender.
it to. Tri-Brigade, just the best supporting engine to the birds. The birds are great, but Tri-Brigade's push it over
Smaller
the edge.
package, yeah, that's what I've seen.
Some people play 3 Nerval. You only really need 2 because it's not as optimal if you start with like Nerval. You don't really want to do that if you want to win the game.
Okay.
Bricky boy, but he's good. And then this makes the deck absolutely nuts. Small World and Dinotherium. You don't want to draw these 2 together.
Yeah, I heard those are stuck to your hand tonight.
But if you see this and not this, you're probably going to win because it turns quite literally almost every other card into a playable bird. So shouts to the people who found that card.
Yeah, that's big brain right there.
For hand traps, I decided to play Gamma Driver. You absolutely have to play Gamma in this deck. People are playing Droll, and if they Ash some of your other spell-related starters or Fractal, you just win for free. 3 Droll, because I expected to play the Mirror tonight. I know there are Invoke players here. Tested out 2 Imperm.
He doesn't even recognize me as a Drytron player.
No, Drytron nuts. Drytron crazy. Yeah, Imperm's pretty good. It's probably one of the better hand traps this format because in the Mirror you can drop it on Kit. It's still good. Again, Sword Soul, just they go Mogi and you activate this and it turns over. Just 1-up spells, 1 tanky, 1 for 1. 1 for 1's pretty good. I don't know if I'd keep playing it because sometimes it's awkward, but other times it's really good. God card, Imperial Order, and you have to be playing 1 Oath because it negates
so
draw.
nuts, dude. It's so. I think that's what makes this deck like.
Oh, 100%. Extra deck, 1 Almirage, because if you go the barrel route to start, this is very good to have. 2 Recital. Some people are playing 3. It's come up at times, but you usually only need 2. The Draco package. This is nuts. If you start optimally, you can always you can always threaten this before a potential Nibiru. Make this, go into Zeus. This card is insane. A lot of decks can't even just beat over this, so they have to waste their battle phase to do it, and then you don't die and you kill them on the crackback. Zeus, Downward, very, very self-explanatory.
Like the Downer, does it? Because I heard you can make multiple maps without the Downer.
You can, but sometimes, like some people talk about cutting this card, but honestly, Downward is what pushes you to 6 materials most of the time, which is what guarantees you that third Zeus send. And then links are pretty standard, just pretty cheap. 2 Omen. The second Omen usually always comes up. Some people only play 1 though. 1 Samorg. This card is insane. If you make this against Striker, you automatically win the match. And then Double Dragon Lords. Always have him for the Oath board. He's just a great card in general. And then for my 1 flex spot, I play Omega. If you Gamma proactively on your turn, you absolutely have to have this. Otherwise, you get clogged.
Your
and
board,
you can't Warbler anymore if you don't do that. Side deck, Triple Nib. It conflicts with Warbler, but it's still pretty impactful against the decks it's really good against, so you have to play it, in my opinion. Triple Lightning Storm, 2 Twins, and a Red Reboot. There are some back row players at this local, so I thought this would be good to have.
Yeah.
Lightning Storm is usually always good, and Red Reboot just says set your traps and then Zeus when they're all gone. Free win. Then 3 droplet. Good against Drytron.
Yeah. Cool.
And this will help you break almost any board.
Except for yours.
Yeah. And then 3 of the real God card. And this is true King of all calamities.
What?
If they Dark Ruler you, you say I'm gonna Dark Ruler them.
Yeah, that
and
card is nuts.
it's over. So yeah, that's it.
All right. Any like specific interactions you want to go over, or any tournament court things? Or?
Not really. Deck played pretty well.
Nice.
Shout outs to the people I took this list from.
Yeah.
E-Man Games is pretty much who I got this from. Took some of their ideas, so shout outs to them.
All right.
And,
No one else.
Shout outs to Jeff Leonard, my dad.
Just the
All right,
dad.
that's it.
All right. Good.